What is up, Cowboys Nation? Your boy Mike Tag here. Draft day, all the hype, all the mock drafts. It's finally going to come to an end, and we're going to get the reality and see who's going to be the next Dallas Cowboys. So appreciate all the new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for, man? This is Dallas Cowboys content for the fans, by the fans. You know I'm bringing the hype, so definitely hit that subscribe. Been a little injured. Told the story. I tweaked my hamstrings, came out of retirement, played some softball. So I've been doing a lot of rehab, getting everything ready, and hopefully the Cowboys get us something to be hyped about tonight, something to be positive and looking forward to going in the next season. And for me, it's a playmaker. They just just find me a playmaker. You guys figure it out. But the rumors constantly flying. Obviously, draft day, certain trades, things leaking out. And, the latest one you're hearing is George Pickens, wide receiver for the Steelers. Steelers are going to be open to trading him on draft day. They want to move up in the draft a little bit. So obviously, anytime there's trades, you always see Dallas in the headlines, like maybe Dallas is going to do it. And Jerry came out and said they've got some substantive trades that they're looking at doing. Got the cap space, got like $37 million available if they wanted to do it. So just wanted to get your guys' opinion. I'm going to share mine, but definitely want to hear yours. So leave that comment down below and let me know, is there someone out there that you'd be willing to trade draft capital for? And with George Pickens, it sounds like swapping first-round picks, maybe obviously some other compensation in there as well, and bringing George Pickens over to the Dallas Cowboys. That would solidify our wide receivers, right? So you're getting a proven guy over a rookie. But for me, he's been a little bit of trouble in Pittsburgh. That's a top first-class organization. Mike Tomlin, I don't know if there's a better coach for players than Mike Tomlin. And if you can't get along at Pittsburgh in that organization, how the hell are you going to do in Dallas under the microscope, under the big top that is AT&T Stadium? So I don't know if I'd make that move. Plus the dollars that you're going to have to invest, going to have to rework a deal, extension. There's going to be a commitment there. I just don't think it's worth it when you're picking where you are. Now, if the Dallas Cowboys are picking lower, and, they could get them for, third round pick or whatever like that. Okay, maybe that's not a big deal. But the Cowboys are in a premium draft spot. You're going to pick top 12. You got here by having just a bad season with injuries and everything else that went around it, from the lack of free agency moves, leaving your coach out to dry. We've covered all of that in the cave, so no need to rewrite history. But they're picking in a premium spot. And to me, I'm not giving that up unless I'm getting more draft capital in return. Now, if they want to trade back, if they're one of their targets is gone and they feel they can get their next guy by trading back a little bit and maybe getting back into fourth round, maybe sneaking in another third round pick, maybe doing something like that to get some more playmakers on this team, I'm for that. But I'm just not sure that I would be giving up that spot to get Pickens. Obviously, you'd swap picks, so you're still going to get a first-round pick later. But the money that you're going to spend on that receiver, if you draft one in the first round, you got a 5-year deal. You got 4 years that are pretty affordable for a number 2 receiver if they live up to the hype of being that 12th overall pick. I mean, that's always the wild card. And then you've got that 5th-year option. So you're talking 5 years locked in. CD is locked in. So by the time CD's contract's up, you know how that kind of goes. Then the next person is ready to kind of take the helm. That would be the ideal scenario for the Dallas Cowboys. So what is your opinion? I mean, would you make that trade? I wouldn't, but I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on it. And I'm sure as the day goes on, the rumors will fly, because probably going to be the most interesting thing, and I don't know if it's media hype or this could be reality, but Shedeur Sanders, I mean, there's a lot of talk. If he doesn't go at 3 to the Giants, which I don't know, I can't see the Giants drafting a quarterback, especially with the whole coaching situation these guys are trying to save their jobs. They went out and signed 2 veteran quarterbacks. I just can't see them going quarterback. Shador could fall. I mean, he could fall, and if the Saints are in love with Jackson Dart, this whole draft can change, and you may get a team that wants Shador that would move up. And whenever a quarterback's involved in a trade, you're getting premium picks. So the Cowboys should really be able to capitalize on that if that were to happen. So I could see trades happening, shifting draft position, maybe even moving up. If T-Mac is a guy that they're in love with at receiver, maybe they want to move up a couple just to guarantee that they'll get him. Worried about maybe New Orleans if they don't go quarterback, maybe they go receiver. And T-Mac's kind of the name out there, or they could stay put. Golden's a name that you hear. You may be able to trade down and get Mbuka. So I think it's going to be a lot of trades in this first round. There's going to be a lot of wheeling and dealing getting this thing done. So hopefully it'll turn out to a playmaker. Now, I've said it. I've been on record, so I got to stay true to me. If the Cowboys draft an O-lineman with that 12th pick, I am going to lose it. Now, I'm not saying they'd be a bad pick. I'm not saying a guy wouldn't be a top NFL player and worth a pick. I just think our offensive line is solid where it's at, and it's on an uptick with the youth they've added. Now, a couple guys got to obviously step up their game, but I feel with the coaching staff they put together, offensive line focused, right, with our coordinator, that I think we've got some good coaches in there that can elevate their game to the next level. So I'm banking on that, and I want some playmakers. So I want to give me a receiver, running back. We've talked about it in this draft, defensive tackle. But the other option that I'm hearing with trade rumors is running back. The Cowboys, maybe, you heard Walker from Seattle. You heard Hall from the Jets. You've heard these running backs out there getting tossed around. And that's another one. I'm not touching any running back, any veteran running back. I'm not touching, and I'm not trading for him, because this running back class, I'm telling you, it's about as deep as I've ever seen, and with depth of quality running backs that can come in and make an impact. Plus, you signed a couple veterans with Williams and Sanders, so I don't need another veteran. I need some young guy. I need a young guy to bring some juice to this offense and take some pressure off the pass and Dak Prescott and set up that play action that he's good for. So I am definitely not going to be in on that. So as you can see, I'm not in on any trades of veterans, and we just saw Tyler Lockett get signed. So the veteran receiver market is kind of dwindling. The only thing that I would think about draft day trades, and it would be for low capital, would be cornerback. If Ramsey, if one of the other cornerbacks out there that have been rumored, I'm concerned with our depth at cornerback. I know we got Carson coming back, but I mean, he was a rookie. You don't know where Diggs is going to be. Obviously, I think Bland's solid, but I think we all agree Bland is not a shutdown corner. He's a playmaking cornerback. He gives up plays, but he makes big plays. So he's a playmaking cornerback. I would not be comfortable with him as our number one guy with nothing else behind him of any, substance or experience, just making me feel good. So, they brought Gilmore, and Gilmore wouldn't be bad because, he's not what he was, but at least he's a veteran. He knows the game. He knows how to play that position. He's crafty. So he would at least give a sense of calm and then help those younger guys. Help the younger guys get better, elevate their game. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm hearing a lot of trade stuff. I'm not digging it. I want the Cowboys to kind of stick with the plan of some playmakers. So listen to your boy, Mike Tag. I've said it a million times. Follow me, and I will lead you to the promised land. Just get some playmakers on this team. So again, I appreciate all the support. Appreciate you guys checking out this quick video. Going to be dropping more. So make sure you join us tonight for our live stream draft show. We have got the crew in here. We're going to have people popping in and out. Eugene, the hitting machine, my man, Eugene Lockhart, is going to be hanging out with us, former all-pro linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys. He brings the passion. He brings the hype. He brings everything. You don't know what's going to come out of his mouth. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that. But we got some great guests and Cowboys Cave family members that are going to be hanging out. So definitely Tune in tonight live. We will take you through the whole first round. Appreciate all the support. We'll be seeing you hopefully tonight. If not, I'm disappointed in you. I'll see you guys. Take care. Peace.
Give me somebody that's hungry. Give me somebody that's hungry. I need somebody.